Hello, my name is Draconicrose and welcome to another episode of While True Do Learn. So, last episode we did put our stocks in the Tari and we do need to get that working, but I don't actually feel like doing that. I want to progress on the task tree, which is now at Illuminati Origins. So this was a pretty easy one, I think. Let's see. Edit? Okay, I don't get it. Perhaps Medex continue. Okay, so I need to keep going. Alphabet recognition system. Good morning, Tovarish. We know that someone from the USA created a system which can recognize the alphabet. Must create a copy for the KGB. The Rosenblatt Perceptron. First Perceptron machine neuron was invented by Frank Rosenblatt in 1957 and created Mark I in 1960. Mark I is a perceptron machine that can recognize English letters by their shape. Error rate. The second displays a chance of incorrect data recognition, which node makes during processing. Okay. So 75%, and we can click DI to see in the real world. Simple linear dependencies, and well, it recognizes English letters. Learn how it works. Math integrals and other painful words are coming. In test run, Perceptron reduces the amount of errors while trying to predict the shape of elements. In deploy run, Perceptron only predicts shapes. So this one is a pretty easy one, just teaches how to train a Perceptron. We just go bam 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 and then we have to train it. So we need to wait for it to be done. Well, I guess it's going to have a pretty good error rate, so that is okay. So we can release it with a 20% error rate. That is fine. So, oh, they revamped this dialogue. That's pretty good. This game gets pretty frequent updates, almost weekly, I would say. Some are minor, others are more major. Anyway, it's good fun trying to figure out the problems. Text recognizing. We are aware that you are able to create a text recognition system based on the Rosenblatt Perceptron. We need a similar system. You must teach it to distinguish vowels from consonants. Task is simpler, but more accuracy is required. So, well, can use the original Perceptron sorter, I think. But then and how do I separate things is my guess, because I want some triangles to go up, some triangles to go down. Thing is, we can output go up or down. The fact that they give me this one makes me think that I should use it. Let's see here. So the Perceptron sorter that I just made, able to, yes, double click, and it sorts them with very little error. So well, balls go up here, that's all they do. Squares go down, and triangles will go places. Let's send triangles down and see how that goes. Because I think there's enough balls to fill in that lower number. Yeah. We'll just make sure there's no triangles there, so this isn't very, you know. Oh, some triangles are still going up there. Yep, there they go. I guess that's the 20% error rate. Okay, so we done that. So parallel calculations. Shows the startups we could, yeah, well. Yeah, profit, the server rent, so nothing, because there's nothing in it. Can you parallelize our calculations? Yep. Darkest years of machine learning. In 1969, Seymour Papert and Marvin Lee Minsky wrote a book called Perceptrons. In this book, they talk about math constraints of the first perceptrons, the XOR problem. This book has shifted the scientific interest and subsidies of the US government organizations and slowed the machine learning for almost 30 years. The expanded version of the book was released in 1987, containing the chapters that disproved the statements from the critical remarks made since 1969, and some more machine learning history that I hope made more sense to you than it did to me. All your schemes use servers to process data. Some of the nodes require additional servers. The more servers you use, the more expensive your schemes cost. So this one costs 2 servers. And just parallelization, so it's gonna send half to one side, half to the other. Pretty good. Okay, accept, and we go. Large parallel calculations. Your parallelization system broke after the last Stores OS upgrade. Can you fix it? It's a big system. So, like the 2 parallel. Again, because it's 2 server, that's okay, it's just one of these nodes, really. So all it has to do is this and this, I suppose. There was an advantage about custom nodes, I think. Can it work? It's not gonna get overloaded, doesn't look like it. Awesome. So either way, we'd have to have 4 servers, so didn't we release it? Okay. It's going to release now. Sorry about that. Okay. Dictatorship. Greetings, this is the only state provider of a small country. We have a very suboptimal code to track our people activities. Unfortunately, we cannot allow you to change the code, but we have several new servers purchased on sale. Parallel the calculations. This will help our tyranny prosper. But I don't think I should... These are 4 GitHub repositories, so this is a new thing. They allow you to store previously made schemes for one task and switch between them right in the middle of the game. You are able to choose the current version of the scheme, which will be used as a custom node. Huh. You can copy and paste the nodes by selecting the necessary ones on the game screen, using hotkeys or mouse. We already knew that. So basically... we will be able to use like the same program we've made and use it as a custom node, so kind of sort of recursive. Well, so let's see. Only red takes 0 servers, which weird, but there you go. It's not gonna be fast enough. Okay, so I get it. We will use the 2 parallel, maybe 2 parallel, and then 2 only reds. That should do it, maybe, or it might still not be fast enough. Why is the lower one getting overloaded? Yeah. Okay, it worked, but could be better with, like, you know, 4 parallel. That's okay. I really wish I could skip this part. Okay, made some good job. Here's some tasks that haven't been implemented yet. Prediction of president elections. Good morning, it's Yahoo's Corp. The president of our partner company has been dismissed last month, so there is an election running right now. We need to know who will win the election to decide what to do with the relationship between our companies. Do it and you'll receive a payment. Yes, I hope there's payment for tasks performed. Okay, so here we have 2 reds, a decision tree color, and parallels? That seems weird. They have 18 seconds, so you know. The red fast doesn't require any additional servers. So I think we can do this. There we go. And have them do that. Let's test run it. And see. Oh dear! Look at that slowdown. Oh boy. That needs a bit of a performance optimization here, I think. But it's good enough. And we can move on. I don't know if you can see it down here, but I have 11 FPS. And it's jumping up now. So reward 1,000, and it was relatively cheap to get it working. And National Heritage Protective System. Good morning, we have dozens of scientific equipment in protected areas made to look over the objects of national heritage. We receive info from our equipment on a daily basis and need to sort it depending on the color of the report. We need to make it work better and react faster. Can you make a program that will help us? Yes, I suppose I can. Okay, so the only custom node they give us is only red fast. But at least we get the decision tree color. So we can do blue and green, and trash can. Why would I need the trash can? That is weird. Oh. Red and blue. Red and green. The other way around. Make this tidier. Indeed, the other way around. I hope this works. Red, green, red, blue. Let's see then. Red, green. Yes, what I think happens is that each decision tree it chooses the socket, but it kind of sees the trees it's connected to. So this receives a red, it will send it either way. But if it receives a green, it will just send it to the next one because the next one has green, while this one doesn't, and thus shouldn't get greens. I think. I'm not sure, I'm a little bit confused, to be honest. Let us continue to the next one. Only 27 cat euros. So, human behavior research. Good morning, we are a scientific laboratory that researches human behavior. We need to extract the data of our last research from our equipment across the city. This is some very important information, so please be very accurate. So the reason these tasks are mostly super easy is because they are the learning tasks and not the training tasks. I will hopefully be doing the training tasks after we finish the trunk of the tree. So what's custom nodes we get? An RGB sort. Yeah. So red, green, and we can't trash it. Well, darn. Well, easy to fix then. It's not going to be as accurate as it should be, but this shouldn't really have any issues with just sending the blues either way. Yeah, there we go. Interestingly, it sends the blues mostly to the red, but the blue is closest to green. But that's okay. Client Solvency. Good afternoon, it's Moneybag Bank. We want you to create a system for certain candidates for receiving credits in order to reduce the number of errors. We would be happy if you complete the task before the holidays. Again, same thing. And I think literally same thing, because if the blues mostly go up, then this should be okay. Then again, no, okay. We'll have to do this. If it's red, go up. If it's blue, go down. Yeah. So it's kinda odd that this time most of the blues went right down here, while this tree does have a blue here. Let's see if that happens again. So that's 1 blue, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be more or less the same. Okay, doesn't matter. We did the task, we continue on. And the tower is still not giving us any money. Because it has no task. Good afternoon. We are offering you a contract on improving the security system of our borders. Our cameras detect a lot of violators. You must write a system that will determine the type of vehicle that criminals use and pass the violation protocol to the optimal checkpoint in order to arrest them. Most popular types of crossing the borders are on foot, by car, and with the help of a giant slingshot. Oh dear. So the thing I want to start over here is immediately the 4 parallel, because that's a lot of things. And I think, well, we need to be able, let me see if I can get this to work, or maybe custom nodes. Maybe I'd have to complete it? Well, let's try it then. So in this one, if it's a triangle, go down. Or actually, we have like a... we have a 2 parallel. Not ideal. Well, we can use it. We can make, if it's a triangle, go where triangles are mostly needed. So that is down here, and 22, 100, probably nowhere else. Okay, if it's a triangle, go there. If it's not, do a 4 parallel that goes bam, 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 and let's test run. Should be way too slow at this point. But the idea here is that scheme autosaved as shape divide. So okay, I guess I can't figure out how to use it as a custom node. Or maybe all of these are just so you can test different possibilities. I thought that's what the instructions said, that you could use these as custom nodes. Well, basically the idea is more or less the same. You get from one of them, we'll separate the triangles and send them down, and else send things elsewhere. Let's see how that works. We won't have to trash anything. Yeah, just send things willy-nilly over there. Just keep separating triangles and sending things the other way. And one more. This one will hopefully be able to be used elsewhere. And there goes my FPS. Oh dear lord, they're super slow anyway. Look at this, womp. Womp. Jeez. I can see why they might want me to separate them more. Let's say it that way. Well, it works, and it works on time. It was smart to send all the triangles everywhere. Well, let's do this release. And while this runs, I guess I'll sign off. That'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to be spending some of the money we've earned and hopefully tackling that Tatari thing before more weeks pass without us making any money from it. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Well True to Learn, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk, and if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.